Hello everyone, welcome to Stampin' Up with Jamie. Thank you so much for joining me this Wednesday evening or on replay. I appreciate you checking out my project for today. I'm just going to get my computer up and running so I can follow along with comments. And then we'll get started. I have a pretty simple card for tonight, certainly a little less complicated than last week. I had created this card actually to put on my blog for tomorrow, but I thought it was just really kind of sweet and simple. And I just love how it came out. I'm not one to usually mix metallics, but in tonight's card, I'm actually using silver foil and gold foil. So silver and then touches of gold. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I finished the card and I was like, oh, I really love how it came out. Oh my goodness, I didn't leave a spot for a sentiment. So I didn't know what to do and I didn't really want to put it in the front. So I just left a simple sentiment in the inside. I just ordered last week's set because of you. Oh, it's really good. I can't help it. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. Oh, thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's dive in. My outlight's a little, there we go. So my card is starting off with a thick Whisper white cardstock. Now I've said it before, if you're using a white as your card base, meaning it's the back of the card, it's what the card is like actually made up of, you're gonna wanna use the thick Whisper white. And I say that because it's a little bit more oomph, and that is a technical term. And it'll just hold up. If you were just to use our regular Whisper White cardstock, it would work, but it might tend to kind of buckle when you try and stand it up. So something to consider, obviously. You're not going to use it quite as much as you would your regular Whisper White, so a package of it is really going to go really far. It's going to stretch. And it has a nice thickness to it. So my card base is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I took another panel of Whisper White cardstock. It's the exact size of my card front, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I went ahead and I already embossed it ahead of time. I've used this embossing folder with you guys a lot already, if you're familiar with my cards. It's one of my favorites. It's called Tasteful Textile. It's a 3D embossing folder. I feel like this picture doesn't quite do it justice because it's just very, I want to say subtle, but then don't think it's the subtle embossing folder. It's just a nice background. It's not too much in your face. It just adds a nice little texture without it overpowering the card. And you almost have to kind of turn it a little bit to see the texture. I love it. And I just realized I didn't get any of my adhesive out. Okay, so, oh, that one's going to need, I hope I don't run out while I'm on camera. To adhere the emboss panel down, I am going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. And just because anytime I'm using anything that has adhering anything with a little extra texture in it, the Stampin' Seal Plus just adds like a little bit more strength to the adhesive and really holds it down. It's not going to go anywhere. So that covers the entire front of my cardstock, my card front there. Next, let's build our bells here. So these are really fun. Let's see here. Where is it? Let me get the stamp set. Although I'm only using the stamp set on the inside. Oops. Let's try that again. Okay, I still wanted to show it to you. So the bundle comes with the Cherish the Season stamp set. It's on the smaller side. There's only 7 images. A great sentiment for the inside of the card. I'm always looking for a Christmas sentiment for the inside. And then just a nice, beautiful Merry Christmas. If you like to make tags, there is a to and a from. And then some other great images. Of the stamp set, I'm only using the sentiment and I'm going to use it on the inside of my card. The bundle does come with some dies. So they are the Sounds of the Season dies. And they look like this. I'm going to show you because I'm going to do it for you tonight. But this bigger bell actually cuts out these holly leaves. And then there's a couple of boughs, some smaller bells. These bells here coordinate with the stamp set. So this one, this one would cut out that one, and that one would cut out that one. So lots of opportunities for like layering the bells in different ways and having them stand out in different scenarios. So for tonight's card, I'm going to use the largest bell and then the second largest bell, if I can get them out. And then again, just the sentiment is going to go on the inside. So to create our bells, I have, a couple panels of, I apologize. This is probably why I don't use foil too much, because they catch a glare from my lamp. So I apologize. Maybe if I hold it like that, I don't know. So I have I'm going to hold it like this. I have 2 panels of silver foil, and I'm going to use just my bells to cut them out. Normally I do like my die cutting ahead of time, but I wanted to do it tonight live for you because a couple different reasons, but one of them is because it does cut out these holly leaves and I still want them. And I didn't trust myself if I cut it out ahead of time, that somehow I wouldn't lose the holly leaves between cutting them out and using them for the card. Okay, so let's see. So they're still intact. I could push those out and they would come out, but I don't want them. I want them to stay put. So I'm going to very gently put it down. And then they're going to do the same with the small bell here. Actually, can I get it in this? Oh, I can get it in that little corner. That was not intentionally planned, but worked out beautifully. I am planning on getting my new die cutting machine. I think it's coming tomorrow. Super excited about that. Hopefully I will get it in time to do another live video for you guys. I'm excited to get my hands on it. Okay, I don't want that little piece, so we can get rid of that. Whoops. Come on. But, see? Okay, so you got to just be very careful because those middle pieces are going to want to come out. I don't want them to come out. I want them to stay put. Okay, there we go. So then I just layered one over the other. You know what? I didn't, after last week's debacle with my liquid glue, I should have tested it ahead of time. Oh dear, hold on. Let's see if I can get my glue to come out. And I just placed my order. I should have ordered more glue. Oh, there we go. It's just something I don't ever think to do. Okay, so I want the one bell sort of layering the other one ever so slightly. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to use some tear and tape. The tear and tape will serve twofold. Number one, it will glue the one bell onto the other. And secondly, it's going to hold all those little pieces that want to fall out in place. Okay, so I put it strategically over these little bits that want to fall out because they do. They completely get cut out, but I don't want them to cut out. So a little piece of tear and tape there should do it. I just used liquid glue, but I think tear and tape will be better. If I can peel it. There we go. Okay. Now I am going to thread ribbon through this, so I do want to make sure I keep that opening. That space like this. I need to be able to still get thread through there, or ribbon I should say. And then on the back I'm going to use the tear and tape again. Whoops. Well, that little holly wants to come out, but he's actually layered. No one will really see him. Okay, so I'm going to strategically place this. And I want a little long. Hold on, let me get scissors. I was so close to getting that spot on too. I thought, ooh, that was pretty good, but I went a little long. Okay, so now all my little pieces are in place. They're not going to go anywhere. Now you could let them fall out and then maybe do it again with like shaded spruce or a green and then replace them. And then if you cut out these little holly, the berry bits, you could run the same bell dies through like cherry cobbler or real red and then kind of piece them back in there. Sort of like a stained glass kind of. I guess that's how I would describe that. Would be an idea. Okay, so my ribbon here is from the annual catalog. It's real red and, hold on, let's see here. I made sure to find it. I never know the names of the ribbons that I use. So it's 3/8 double stitched satin ribbon. It's real red. And I just need like a little piece. I'm probably going to trim it down even more, but let's start with this. I'm starting out and it's measuring like 4.5 inches. Again, it's probably going to get, maybe I'll trim it down a little bit. Feed it through my bell. That is kind of long, but I'm not going to trim it until I get it in the card. I'm going to trim it once in the card. And when I did mine, I guess I'm doing everything kind of a little different tonight. When I made my sample, I glued these together, although it didn't stay very well together, but I did glue them together with liquid glue. So let's try it with the tear and tape. Tear and tape is one of my, well, before the Stampin' Seal came out, it was definitely my favorite adhesive because it's just so strong and you don't really see it. It lays pretty flat and it does the job, especially for like ribbon and things that need to stay like 3D. Oh yeah, that's what we're using. We're using the tear and tape. It's definitely too long. I will trim it. But a little piece of tear and tape, it's even kind of peeking through the back there. That doesn't matter. It's fine. I'll trim it and no one will know the difference. We'll hold those nicely together. Okay, so before I move on, I think I have to get going here on this. So I used the Stitch Shapes dies. I don't know why I find that so much a tongue twister, but it is. And I cut out a square. This square measures, like 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. And then I cut out a piece of gold foil. I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to catch the glare. And this measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. One is just matted over the other. Hopefully my adhesive does not run out on me here. I do have another one, but let's see. Okay. I love white layered on white. I think it's just such a really crisp look. It's really clean, especially for like Christmas. It's very traditional looking. So that's why I kind of went with a very muted color palette. And I do love the mix of metallics. I have to say, I think this is probably the first time I've ever done it. But mixing the silver with the gold is just really pretty. I like it a lot. Now, because this panel is going to be going on my embossed panel, I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm going to go center, maybe a little high. Not directly center. Center this way, but a little high this way. Okay, so this I adhere down using Stampin' Dimensionals, of course. And I think I'm going to put like 2 up here and then maybe 1 lower. Squish them down. Oh, it reminds you of the Polar Express. Oh, that's a great thing, Ra. I didn't even think of that. Huh, I didn't do that on purpose, but I could totally say I thought of that. That's true. Yeah. That'd be great for like kids. A kid card. Okay, so I don't know. How about that? I know that was really well thought through. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, I have a new pair. Let's see. Hold on. Are these my new ones? No. Hold on. I have a new pair of, maybe these ones are it. I bought a new pair of snips because I wanted to get really nice clean lines with my ribbon, and now I can't see where I started that. But I don't know what to do with it. Okay, so we're just gonna go slow and hope it, there we go. Okay, that one and 2. Give it a little bit of haircut. I don't know what the measurement ends up being now. It's definitely shorter. Okay, in the dies that go with the bells, the Sounds of the Season dies, there are a couple of sprigs of pines here. And I already went ahead and cut them out. I cut them out of shaded spruce cardstock. I love shaded spruce. It's a nice rich color. It's not, this is going to sound silly, it's not too green. It's almost like it has a little blue in it. But it's not a blue green. It's like an evergreen. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. And it's just a really nice green. I like it a lot for Christmas cards. So actually, no, I didn't do that. I think I did it this way. So I put a little bit of glue on just the bottoms of my sprigs of pines. And I guess we'll do the lower ones first. I did 2 like right on the card, right on the square, I should say, underneath the bell, so to speak. And I have like 1 going one way and then 1 going the other way. And then I did 2 on it, on that where those bells kind of meet there. Okay. Again, 1 going one way and then 1 going the other way. Thanks, ladies. I can borrow it. That's funny. Thanks, Carla. I tend to go, I don't know, I really like simple cards that are really clean and crisp. Those are my favorite. I can do cards that have, you know, more the bells and whistles, but my favorite are really simple. And I love white on white. I just think it's really, really pretty. Before I do the gold bow, let's do the inside because that's going to take a little while to dry. So my Merry Christmas is from the stamp set. Like I said before, the Cherish the Season stamp set. This guy here. Beautiful script. Beautiful, just Merry Christmas. Gotta love it. And what I did, I don't know, maybe hopefully this helps someone. If not, just completely dismiss what I'm about to say. But when I'm putting on a cling mount, I butt my block right up to my grid paper lines. And then I kind of gauge like where, I imagine like a straight line going across my sentiment. And I try and follow, this is a little hard to do with the camera here, but I try and then line that up straight on my block. Because sometimes it's not cut right, or sometimes it's just not completely straight or whatnot. And then I always, and I've said this before, I then do a tester on my grid paper here. So I do what I would think would be straight. And then when I test it, that's pretty straight. So I know I'm good. Sometimes it's a little off and you kind of have to compensate for it. But it looks like my Merry Christmas is pretty good. Let's see. Watch it be completely crooked. I'd have to cut off the card front and then start all over again. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, Merry Christmas. And then last but not least, we're just going to do our bow. This is a really simple, quick card, but I just love it. I think it's by far a favorite of mine already. This is a thread. Did I use it last week? I think I used it last week also. Oh, I don't have my catalog down here. It's in the same one with that big, gigantic green ribbon. So this is a combo pack in the August to December catalog. You buy them together. But this gold ribbon is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. It just has like a nice, it kind of holds its form, I guess is the best way I can say that. It's not like our linen thread. It's not, what else do we have? It's not like the other ones. It's definitely got some thickness to it. So just, well, no, I'm going to go a little longer. I'm going to err on the longer side because I love long ribbon tails. Okay. Pull, pull. And then I just kind of curl the ends to make them kind of curve in. Like that. I love this stuff. Oh my goodness. Ribbon doesn't usually carry over from one catalog to another, but I would love this to carry over. It's just really pretty. Okay, and I'm going to have it cover just our little, where everything sort of meets there. And to do that, I'm going to take my liquid glue, literally put a glob of glue, hopefully, if I can get it to come out. Wish they sold the gold separately. Oh, I don't know what to do with the green ribbon. Which one did I do? Oh, the one that I did the holly, the jolly holly. I had a background of it. Yeah, it is big. I don't know if I would make a bow out of it, but it is nice to kind of put as a background piece. Okay, so big glob of glue, put my ribbon, and then I'm going to put a block over it and like walk away. It's going to dry beautifully. and it won't be going anywhere. This guy's solid. That's on there. So quick and easy. That's how we're doing it tonight. It's been a crazy week over here, and sometimes you just need traditional colors, classic design, and simple look. And that's what we went for tonight. So again, this Cherish the Season bundle, it's now live. The August to December catalog is live. If you haven't received one yet, please let me know. I'd be happy to get one in the mail for you. Go check out the new website. It's new. It's beautiful. I love it. And as always, if you have any questions, certainly let me know. I'm here to help. Thanks everyone so much for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.